Throughout history, there have always been individuals who seek to uncover the mysteries beyond life and death, embarking on a quest for truth. One such seeker is Pandit Arun Kumar Sharma, who sets out on a mysterious and wondrous journey. During his travels, he encounters many yogis, including a Buddhist nun named Padmaganda, who has been in meditation for over 300 years, yet appears to be a young woman of 28 to 30 years old. In a previous life, she was a disciple of Lord Buddha, and she reveals to Panditji many hidden and profound secrets. One of these secrets is how Lord Krishna was able to recite the entire Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna amidst the great and terrifying battle. Welcome to the mythology story. In today's video, we will explore the extraordinary knowledge and powers of Padmaganda, a yogini who has been in deep meditation for 300 years. When Pandit Arun Kumar Sharma was young, he felt a sudden attraction towards Tibet and journeyed there. He said, "The sole purpose of my trip to Tibet was not for entertainment or geographical exploration, but to acquaint myself with the profound and mysterious forms of yogic practices, tantra, and culture, to understand the depths of their spiritual practices, and to meet the yogis and seekers residing in hidden places who possess extraordinary powers." Contrary to popular belief, Tibet is not only home to Buddhist monks, lamas, and yogi. Many hidden caves and mountain retreats in Tibet house long-lived yogis and seekers, who are unknown even to the local Tibetan. These hidden yogis belong to various circles known as Shishya Mandalas, each presided over by a master. These circles consist of those who, having transcended the physical limitations of the body and worldly bonds, progress on the path of spiritual practice through their subtle or mental bodies. They maintain a constant mental connection with their master, continually guides them in their spiritual practice. Before my journey to Tibet, I had met a yogini who was mentally connected to such a circle. Her name was Padmaganda. She was a Buddhist nun and was residing in Devprayag at that time. In a previous life, she was the daughter of a wealthy merchant in Vaishali and had become a Buddhist nun after receiving initiation from Lord Buddha. Since then, she had been walking the path of spiritual practice. That nun's soul had reached a state of self-realization and ultimate knowledge. Her body was extremely radiant, clad in saffron robes, with large, calm, and steady eyes. Despite being around 100 years old, she appeared to be no older than 28 or 30. It was the month of Kartik, and the evening was cold. The icy wind blowing from the north made my body shiver as I sat wrapped in a blanket on the banks of the river in Devprayag. At that moment, Padmaganda quietly approached me from somewhere. Seeing her suddenly beside me, I was startled, but she sat down without hesitation. A strange feeling overcame me. The dark evening sky, the snow-capped peaks, and the trees hid the rising moon of the 8th night of the bright half of the lunar month. Padmaganda spoke first, asking, "Where do you reside?" I replied, "In Varanasi," without looking up. "Why have you come here?" she inquired. I hesitated before answering. "I have come here in search of life, and this is the only purpose of my wandering." Upon hearing my words, Padmaganda looked at me intently, and something in that gaze made my entire body tremble. Couldn't sleep that night. Her figure kept appearing before my eyes. From that day onwards, I began to meet the Buddhist nun Padmaganda every evening for spiritual discourse. We would sit together until late into the night, oblivious to the passage of time. One day, I asked her, "Why does time not affect your body? What is the secret?" Padmaganda smiled and replied, "There is no secret. Time is another name for breath. When one gains control over their breath, they also gain control over time. Although age continues to increase, it does not affect the body, which remains youthful." She further explained that from a materialistic perspective, the human body is merely a machine made of flesh, blood, bones, etc., and is operated by the life force. As long as the life force is active in the form of breathing, the body remains useful. Otherwise, it doesn't. The life force, mind force, and soul force combine to create what is called the Chit Shakti, the great power of the mind in Tantra. In the human body, this power resides in the heart. As long as it is situated in the heart, the body is alive. Without it, the body is lifeless. According to spirituality, the human body is a microcosm, a small version of the universe. The elements that make up the universe also constitute the body. Everything present in the universe is also within the body. Moreover, the ultimate reality beyond the universe is revealed through the body. The Chit Shakti, or consciousness, has 7 stages: wakefulness, dream state, deep sleep, turiya, state beyond deep sleep, cosmic, and brahmic. These stages are referred to as the 7 lands in yoga. Consciousness has 3 main states: the state of being alive, the state of Shiva, and the state of Sadashiva. Indian sages say that the world is perceived through the senses in the wakeful state of the soul. Dreams fulfill the desires left incomplete in the wakeful state. Dreams and wakefulness differ in that in wakefulness, objects are external and their forms are internal, whereas in dreams, objects are not external, but their forms are internal, created by the senses. In deep sleep, the soul loses awareness of the external world, and the world disappears. When I asked about the Turiya state, Padmaganda explained that it is a state of full consciousness, where the deep sleep state is transformed into a state of deep meditation. Upon waking from this deep sleep state, we awaken not in this world but in another world, where everything is new to us. When I asked her if it was ever possible to convey supreme knowledge to another person, she replied, "No, it is never possible. Supreme knowledge is a personal achievement in a state of undivided meditation, which is attainable by only a few." I then asked her if a person could benefit from this knowledge, to which she responded, "Yes, but only if they are worthy. Only a yogi can benefit." When I asked her about the possibility of conveying such knowledge through nonverbal communication, she gave the example of the Bhagavad Gita, saying, "The Gita is a magnificent example of supreme knowledge conveyed through inner communication." Have you ever wondered how Krishna was able to recite all 18 chapters of the Gita to Arjuna in the middle of the battlefield? Was there time for Krishna to deliver such a long discourse while both armies were ready for battle? Padmaganda explained that the conversation between Krishna and Arjuna was not an ordinary one. It was an inner communication, deep, internal dialogue that transcended time and space. This is why the soldiers and warriors present on the battlefield were unaware of it. The Gita was heard only by Arjuna and Sanjay, who, though far away, could see and hear the entire conversation. This kind of inner communication is beyond time, and so it might have happened in an instant, unnoticed by anyone on the battlefield. Padmaganda's teachings left me with a deep sense of wonder and curiosity about the mysteries of yogic practices and the profound spiritual insights she had shared.